Hi guys, guess what we have here today? This is one of the first FrSKY Horus X10 radios around. I've just got it a couple of days ago and already want to share this first impression video with you. If you are looking to upgrade from X9D Plus radio or willing to buy something new that is very functional and have expensive feel and look, this radio should attract your attention. New FrSKY Horus X10 comes in a handy soft case that includes the radio itself, wall adapter, dedicated FCX10 charger, neck strap and sticks protector. We would talk about the charger a bit later. My first impression about the exterior and design of X10 is that it is beautiful. Excellent amber color scheme and perfect crafting of details. Other color schemes that would be available, steel for X10 and carbon fiber for X10S, are not so attractive to me as this one. This radio is made of plastics with aluminum faceplate and rubber grips. Rubber grips have the higher quality than I have expected to see, and the pattern also adds to the overall handling feel. Beautifully crafted aluminum openings around the speaker grille makes me think that this is much more expensive radio than it really is. All parts are perfectly aligned with no free play or openings. Precision of each detail is in the nature of this radio. Screen is located at the bottom and covered with protective sticker from the factory. All other shiny surfaces like logos are also protected with transparent stickers from the box. Let's go over all control spots and elements we have here. There are 6 3-position switches, 1 2-position switch, 1 momentary switch and 1 6-position switch. 2 side sliders with center detents, 2 round pots, one with center detent and the other one is smooth, and 6 strings. Sticks are Hall sensor based, magnetic type and look very similar to M9 and M7 gimbals we used to have in QX7 and X9DP radios. They have the same amount of adjustments, ratchet spring loads on all axes, spring tensions and hollow shafts to upgrade to stick tip switches. There are special unused ports for that inside the radio. Power on off button is deposited from QX7 radio. It has multicolor LED underneath to signal different radio states. Frame around it is a neck strap holder and makes a good balance. Screen looks to be very similar to Horus X12S, having the same size, resolution of 480 by 272 pixels, same TN type, not touch and not IPS. It is perfectly usable outdoors despite being color TFT type. Of course, X9DP monochromatic screen acts better, but X10 and X12S screens doesn't suffer much from the direct sunlight and stay readable. We have rotary dial with enter button in the center on the right of the screen, and dedicated model, system, telemetry, return buttons on the left, together with the combined page up, page down buttons in the middle. Short press is page up and long press is page down. Such type of control seem to be the best combination taken partly from QX7 and partly from X12S radios. I would say that this is the most convenient method of control for me, comparing to all other FrSKY radios. On the bottom side we have micro USB Type-C port for charger, 3.5mm headphone jack, micro SD card slot, which is not provided with the radio, and a dedicated reset button, which is very new to FrSKY products. Backside of the radio has GA-type external module compartment and ports like mini USB, smart port to flash receivers and sensors, and trainer 3.5mm mono jack, all covered with rubber protector. Upper radio side has only the external antenna, which is detachable. You can unscrew it and throw it away. My overall opinion is that X10 has gathered the best solution for all FrSKY radio lineup. Material, screen and controls from X12S, shape, power on button and controls from QX7, all features and functions plus some additional from X9D Plus. But to say the truth, X10 has obvious advantages when compared to any other of them. Let's go over pros and cons compared to other radios. So, definitely better than X9D Plus, but lacks some functions of X12S, although winning over X12S in some other functionality and features. To summarize main new features. New EXGT inner radio module with 3 antennas, 2 are V-shaped inner antennas and 1 external antenna. Lithium-ion 18650 batteries instead of nickel metal hydride, which makes the charging process fast. Dedicated reset button. Dedicated charger. Couple of words about the charger. It is called FrSKY X10, connects with USB Type-C plug and is able to deliver 1.5 amperes of current to the batteries. Stock batteries are 18650 2.6 amperes 2S lithium-ion with protection. With a declared power drain of 350 mA, they should last about 5 to 6 hours and should recharge back for approximately 1.5 hours. Of course, you are free to replace it with any other 18650 elements, but make sure that they would have inbuilt over-discharge and overcharge circuit protection, because neither radio or FrSKY X10 charger has such. Only wrong polarity protection is built in the radio. Let's look inside. It is very easy to open the case by unscrewing these 4 screws. Here you can see 3 antennas connected to XGT module. External antenna is detachable. Don't look at mine lithium-ion cells. I've added them myself because my unit came with no batteries. Connection type is 2S GST balance plug. Bluetooth wireless train and telemetry broadcast antenna is at the bottom. Everything else is very neat and looks good. I like the new gimbal cables are thinner and more flexible now. You can also notice unused ports here. They are for stick tip switches. As I mentioned already, X10 has inbuilt wireless Bluetooth trainer, which is also capable of transmitting telemetry data to iOS devices using a FrSKY special app. And what is good, FrSKY also develops the same app for Android OS. Couple of words about how this radio feels in hands.
Okay, in terms of design handling, of course this unit was made of plastic and kind of smaller, and if you got used to it for many years, of course it's gonna be like more handy in your hands. But this one, they actually weight almost the same. This has a bit wider case, but still I can reach all of the switches. I am a phone flyer and I don't see any problems with that. I would have to get used to this type of handling, but anyway I can reach all the controls, and I feel that I would get used to that in a short matter of time. The weight is almost the same, the thickness is almost the same, so I don't think that I would have any problems. Let's move to QX7. So QX7 was like first try of FrSKY to create some more modern look of not very expensive radio. I would say even cheaper radio. I would say that this is the best price to functionality ratio radio on the market ever released. So, but it's totally uncomparable to X10 in terms of the materials used, how it feels. It's lighter, it's kind of feels cheaper. It has only one antenna, simple radio module inside. It has limited amount of controls, buttons, ports, and so forth. Okay, the last one is Horus X10S. Of course, this is the flagship radio of FrSKY, and it meant to be expensive and it most functional radio. But let's say I still prefer X10 more. Why? Because it weighs less. This is kind of a heavy radio for me. Rubber grips have better feel, and for my hands, at least for my hands, than this one. It also have almost the same amount of controls, except for 2 sliders like that. It has the multicolor LED under the sensor power button. Here we had only just a blue color LED.
And of course, this radio is capable of running either FrTX OS or OpenTX. OpenTX released their nightly build for X10 already, and I would be testing it in the nearest future. But the most of the functions are included in the proprietary firmware, and some people would stay on the FrTX as the preferred OS. At least I've been able to tune my racing quad and fly with no problems. That's it for now, stay tuned. The link to my full text review is in the description to this video.